Moo. Hello everyone, welcome to WarCows. This is your middle-aged scoundrel, Augury, and today we are going to be looking at the new expansion pack from Sims 4, Journey to Batuu. And, you know, a lot of other people have been very unhappy about this pack. I, however, was pretty excited about it. And on getting it, I have to admit I didn't experience the same level of buyer's remorse that I did with, say, the knitting pack. I've actually enjoyed what this one has to offer, and we're going to start exploring that today with an old friend. But before we get into that, we here at WarCows would really love your support. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed before, and if you enjoy our content, hit the little bell icon so that you can get notifications whenever we update. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do so. We can be found at Cows War. And now on to the video. You know, this is the first time we are actually seeing Villainess von Trope's face without the glasses on. And this is what she really looks like. First is order aspiration. The only thing you get out of this is credits, and I was a little bit disappointed with that, but oh well. The first thing she does is you visit every neighborhood. This is the first level of the aspiration. Then you ask people about the resistance in the First Order, just to talk to them about that, and then you complete a mission. For either the resistance of the First Order, depending on which version you're going to go with. And in her case, it is definitely going to be the First Order. Because Villainess von Trope is what? Evil. She is very evil. And she enjoys evil. So I want you to notice, kind of in the background here, the level of detail that we're seeing. I mean, look at the walls, the way there's wornness of the wall texture. The way you can see, like, water stains and just, you know, places where things have worn down and everything. Look at this arch. This arch is gorgeous. I mean, that's just amazing. And then as we move on into this area of the city, you see we have, you know, places where people have decorated. There are multi-levels to this. We have a food court over here where you can just order the strange little food. Notice again the water details. Look at this. You can actually walk up, you know, like bridges and stuff. Well, not bridges, but walkways, and get to the TIE fighter, which will be used in other missions. You have fuel tanks. This is the little area where we have the base for the First Order. And there's not much to it, but then again, like anything that Sim sets up that you're supposed to like be working with a whole lot, you're not really going to see a whole lot to it. Now, when we get to the bar that's in the other area, that is amazing. But look at this. Look at, you know, they've got like, the buildings are different colors. They actually have war on them. The wear and tear. We're seeing textures. This is beautiful stuff. Down here, we get into the area where you can order droids. And if you'll notice, we've got lights and decoration. And it's not like the most spiffy place ever, but it looks realistic to the aesthetic of what Star Wars is. And I was really impressed with all this. I think it looks pretty good. We have interactive equipment inside. We have one of the little trunks that you're going to interact with there. I just think they did a really good job. So here's a stormtrooper, just kind of doing his stuff. And he's freaked out that the Baroness has just appeared in front of him. Look at that. Like, where did she come from? So she's going to start her little quest here for asking, you know, oh, look at his blaster. His blaster looks great. You know, about the First Order and about the Resistance. I'm guessing that, and because we see the patch on there, I'm assuming, well, the different colored, you know, like, a shoulder place. I'm assuming this is like a higher ranking person I guess we'll see as the game goes on. I haven't really messed with the First Order or the Resistance a whole lot. I took somebody else through Scoundrel, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I thought it was a lot of fun. But this is the first time I've really messed with this. But, no, I think that for Stormtrooper armor, that looks great. I mean, it's really clean, but we can probably assume, because this is an outpost, that the First Order just arrived, and, oh, you're cute. I think maybe you should be, you know, Villainess von Trope's new boyfriend. Yeah. Hello there, let's do an enchanting introduction. Yeah, he's cute. And he ran away! He ran away from her. Oh, that's great. Yes, he is terrified of my magnetism. Oh, she's got to find him again. Okay, so this is the guy who is actually going to be in charge of giving out missions. And so he's the one we're going to be talking to as we go back and forth with various things that we do. Now, on the Scoundrel path, it's Hondo. And I'll try to, not in this video, but in the next video, I'll actually try to spend more time in the bar and let you see Hondo and everything, because he looks really great. I mean, the details they did with him is wonderful. And what's really funny about it is he spends most of his time dancing in the bar, which is just completely glorious as far as I'm concerned. So, her first mission, I think, is already set, and it's just kind of the general introductory mission. So once we talk to him a little bit, we're going to go ahead and get involved in that. So she's got her first little aspiration point completed, but mind you, it really wasn't all that difficult. So, okay. All right, so now we're going to go, these are the other two areas, the Black Spire Outpost and in the Resistance area. You'd think that the First Order would be able to find the Resistance area, you know, because it's labeled, but apparently they don't have the same map. So I guess that, you know, isn't really something that they can get to. Now, I think really, in a lot of ways, the Black Spire area is my favorite part of this whole thing. I think it looks amazing. Like I said, it's where the bar is. It's where we find the Falcon. The Millennium Falcon looks amazing too. Now, Chewbacca isn't on here, and I'm really disappointed about that, but you do missions with him. He's kind of in the rabbit hole, I suppose you could say. But so you don't really, like, he's not walking around or going to the bar or anything, but see, oh, it looks so good. Oh, I was so pleased with this. I think it looks wonderful. And they got the proper level of grime on it. So one of the first things we have to do for our first mission, for any first mission that you do here, is to go get food at this place. Now, you'll notice it's lighting up. It's not always going to do that. It's just lighting up this first time so that you know it's one of the places that you have to go to. So we're just going to pick up a little something to eat. We don't need a family meal. Although I think it's really interesting that you can actually get family meals here. I mean, the idea of like everybody showing up with their family, it's like, hey, the whole group of scoundrels is going over there to do stuff. Let's make sure that happens. So, and it disappeared because, you know, these things tend to disappear once you go through the, you know, once you get too close to them. It's just one of those things. It's like that guy she's after. He's probably going to disappear too every time she gets too near him. Now, this is the other building that you'll have to go to. This is the one where basically you can go to freshen up, and you can change your outfit, because you show up in kind of a generic outfit for the area, which, yeah, because if you'll notice, this little green getup that she's wearing isn't really the villainess's aesthetic. So we're going to change her into something else. We're going to have her do the freshen up thing first, too, because that's part of the mission. Oh, but look at that building. Look how pretty it is. I mean, you've got the design along the side. No, I don't want to keep that outfit. I want to actually plan an outfit. So now we're going to go. Now, they don't have everything here that you can go to. They've got mainly the clothes for this area. They've got various hairs. You don't really have a lot of option, but you've got enough. Now, again, it's going to be irritating because she actually has magic. So that's kind of a problem. But, you know, this is the first time we're actually going to get to see the close-ups. Annette changing her hair. I love her hair. It's just so fitting of her. Now, we are going to put this hood on her. Because honestly, I think I love this hood probably more than any other Sims thing. I mean, I like the Grim Reaper hood, but I like this one so much more. I love the way it drapes. I just think that's great. See how she turns her head, the way the hood moves when she turns her head? That is so good. You get that one little shadow in the fold. I love that. I really do love that. And I like the way it frames her face. A lot of the times when you get hoods in games like this, they don't frame the face as well. And it just kind of makes people look awkward and weird. But this one, I think, frames very well. So this is the first outfit for women that you get. And what I like about the outfits here, and I've seen a lot of people say that they don't like them, they don't think that they'll use them in anything else, which, okay, I get if you play a certain way, you won't be using them. But honestly, I mean, I think that we have enough, like, sci-fi stuff now to where I could do, like, a whole sci-fi series and never really have to mess with a whole lot. This is the second outfit we have. Now, look at the detail here on the belt. Look how we have the belt, the draping, the design on it, and then we've got the pouch on the side. That's so good. And you'll notice that the thing about this outfit is that we have some camouflaging on the sleeves, and then we've got like a quilted undershirt and then an overshirt that is made with probably like some kind of knitting or maybe some loose weave. One of the things I really do appreciate about this pack and the way they did the outfits, and I'm assuming a lot of this has to do with the fact that we are looking at things that were, you know, actually designed by costume designers, is that you're seeing a lot of history and story just in the way the outfits are put together, to where we see, you know, like utility things like the sleeves, or even this with the camouflage aspects to it. But we also see other things like style elements. We see elements of where people probably scavenged stuff out. Like, you know, sometimes we'll see stuff that's a little bit more, you know, probably looks a little bit more outworldly, but is patched over and things like that. But then again, here we see like the weaves of like things that were probably made of very natural fabrics, and, you know, lots of layering. And what you kind of get in terms of what the environment of this world is like, oh great, we have train, is that you're getting a lot of probably times of day when it's really cold, and then times of day when you probably shed quite a few of those layers to be cooler. It kind of looks like the planet has a level of dirt aspect to it, but it has a lot of forest too, so it probably gets pretty cold. And then put on pants, Baroness. Yes, please. There we go. And a lot of the pants actually also look like they would work well stuffed into boots, which you're going to need for things like riding around on cycles, especially cycles that are in the air, and piloting ships and stuff like that. See, look at that jacket. There's a lot of patching to it, but it also looks like it has a lot of camouflage to it. Maybe even something that somebody had knitted in terms of, you know, kind of getting that back. We have some necklacing. This is kind of the shirt similar to one of the full outfits that we have. We have some necklaces there. We have various layers. Again, we have the belt with a beautiful little aesthetic to it. Oh, and the color palette. I like how, along with just like the various camouflage levels we have of the color palette, we have these muted purples and then these earth tone pinks and earth tone, you know, like grays and browns and stuff like that. It all works so well together. And, you know, it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful the way it's put together. And there's a lot of variety. I like the fact that we keep going back to that motif of having the one undershirt that has the little, like, stick out sleeves. I think that that's really cute. I like the quilting that they did a lot on this stuff too. A lot of the times with Sims, whenever they do quilting aspects of stuff, it looks really bulky. But with this, it doesn't look that bulky. I mean, if you look along the side of there, the way the material and the way it's going together, it's not bulky at all. Yeah, those little, I think they're called cap sleeves. Those are so cute. And again, we have a lot of layers with this specific shirt. We have, you know, Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. I mean, really, even a lot of the colors that I don't particularly like a lot together, I think are working pretty well together. Yeah, that is really cute too. Oh, and look at the way the sleeves are folding on there. The way they would actually naturally kind of bunch up on, say, the waist and the arms. And then we have this pretty, pretty little vest that has the curves in it, which I like a lot too. I like the dark blue. I like this one too. This one is kind of like a variation of the other kind of more ninja-y looking shirt. And then it constantly has kind of the brown belt, which means that we're kind of suggesting a level of, you know, leather work here, some. Yeah, I like that a lot. The quilting on that one is so pretty. And then these are our various lower aspects that we can wear. We have several pants. We have one full skirt, and then we have some skirts that have under layers to them, which again kind of brings in a whole lot of this idea that this is a culture that does a lot of layering. That is really cute, and I do think that that's one of the things that, even if you don't particularly want to play with this pack, that little skirt set there will work with a lot of different things. That's cute. I like the patches on the knees. I think that works really well. Now the skirt, it's kind of similar to some other skirts that we have, but it's not a bad skirt. Sims skirts are probably one of the places where they have the most trouble. That skirt's cute. That skirt's really cute. I wish it was in black, but I kind of, you know, there's enough variation to where it's not bad. Those, I think, pretty much will work with anything. I mean, I realize we have a lot of pants at that length anyway. I did not realize how knobby I made her legs. Anyway, do I want to keep the skirt? Maybe. Oh. Okay, you can go ahead and use tights. That is one of the things that you can keep no matter what. So we're going to do that. And then there are other boots here. I don't know why we're just kind of... why we just have like the two selections, because the pack actually came with other boots. So I don't particularly know why we did that. She needs gloves, though. Do we want to go with the full-length gloves? No. Let's go with these. Oh, I have an idea. We are going to use something from another pack. Yes, that looks good. Okay. So, the villainess has her outfit. This is what she's going to be wearing until she gets clothes that unlock, because we have quite a few outfits that start unlocking as you continue to play through the game. So for right now, that's what she's wearing. Later, she's going to be wearing, you know, stormtrooper armor, and that's just going to be glorious. Well, folks, that is my part 1 of this little exploration I'm going to be doing. I don't know how many parts I'm going to have to do with these. Considering these are overviews and I'm not really trying to generate or build stories, they film pretty quickly, so I'm not necessarily going to have to be spending a lot of time on them. So I may try to just do these over maybe the next couple of weeks or something and just get all of them done. But then again, it's probably only going to be like maybe 2, possibly 3 more parts, so we'll see. But I'm just going to see how it goes. I did want to run you at least through one of the storylines to let you see how the gameplay works. I'll get more into that on the next one, but I did want to spend some time just kind of going through the outfits and showing you what the game came with, because I was really impressed with the outfits on this. And I didn't even get into the stuff that the guys received, and the guys actually got a lot of stuff too. I suppose I should actually take a little bit of time and go through that and just kind of show you everything that you get with those too. So I'll probably do that as like a little addendum on the next one or something. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, until next time, this is Augury, and I am coming to you from WarCows. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can find us at CowsWar. And until next time, happy simming.